Hey Nomads, thank you so much for checking out this first video in this series and playlist, which is where I'm going to do a little listen and react. So there were several songs that I listened to and hear that I'm like, I don't think I could play that, but I really want to talk about what I hear, and I hope it might be interesting for you to hear a musician's perspective on some songs that you may know and recognize, and some that you may not. So, this is the first time. Typically when I record these intros, I do it after I've already recorded the video so I know what I'm talking about, but I'm doing it a little different this time. I haven't recorded the video yet, so I don't know what's about to happen. But I do know that I am listening and reacting to one of my all-time favorite songs from one of my all-time favorite bands, Radiohead, and their song Nude from the In Rainbows album. I mean, we're going to get into it. This song blows my mind, so I can't wait to talk about it with you. So before we get to the video, real quick, let me give you my little blurb and spiel where I'm going to ask you to like, comment, and share this video. Those things are really helpful and I appreciate it. Also, please do check out all my different social media sites and all the crazy stuff that's going on over there. And lastly, if you want to be super awesome, you can throw me a tip over on Venmo at OneManDuet. I appreciate all the support. Now let's get to this new and exciting video.
A band with just one dude, no reason to fret. I may pretend rock star, it's Nate's one-man duets. Yeah.
All right, so as we begin, I want to draw particular attention to this intro. To me, it sounds like there's something maybe backward, recorded backwards. There's just a really interesting and odd thing. Plus, melodically, there's some interesting things happening here. And then it's going to drop. Like it kind of builds and it's got a lot of intricacy and stuff going on. And then suddenly it just drops right down to like bass and drums that are super sparse, but just so good. Okay, so let's listen to this intro. So that's where that kind of like backward sounding. Then some vocal work comes in. Yeah, there's definitely a backwards something. See, a lot of stuff going on. And some hints to what will be some melody stuff. And you hear how it just like opens up, right? Lot of space. Now, as the vocals are about to come in, this song, and really all of Radiohead's work, is recorded so immaculately. Like, whoever does their technical side of like whatever equipment and microphones and stuff they use, like, they deserve all the awards in the whole entire world. They did this, I think this entire album from the basement. That is also totally worth checking out. And I mean, the recording quality is just as good as this stuff. So, okay. Get to it.
Don't get it.
Just so crisp.
Big idea.
And I also love, Tom's voice is just angelic, right? He's amazing. That high, just buttery tone contrasted with that nice thick bass that it's got. I just love the juxtaposition and just that real simple. This is in, I think, 3/4 time or something. Real simple, laid back drum that Phil, their drummer, just plays so brilliantly. It fits the song so perfectly, almost like Ringo-esque, like simple, but brilliant. So, okay, here we go. Then you get some of that atmospheric. Beautiful. That kind of second guitar. Doing more of the arpeggio stuff. Something that Radiohead does really brilliantly is, I think they're a 5-piece band, if I'm counting correctly. They always find the perfect thing for everybody to be playing. Like, these guys are just geniuses. I love them. I love this song.
Now that you found it's gone.
And listen to that, like, real simple guitar line that's like slightly melodic. You know, it's just kind of strumming out some chords, picking out the different notes of a chord, but it just does some brilliant work. It's perfect. I love this right here. And check out this transition, is so slick. Come on. And now listen to that building up. And how haunting that sound is. It just keeps building and building. It gives me goosebumps. Vocally, this is my favorite part. This part. Now, all right, now some crazy stuff is about to happen. Now they're going into the kind of outro. I'm going to grab my guitar in just a few minutes and kind of deconstruct some of the chord stuff that's happening because it's super cool. But I'm going to spend some time talking about this outro too because it's amazing. So one of the most beautiful pieces of music in my mind. So enjoy. Chord change, but the melody stays the same. Brilliant. Okay, now check this out. This is where I really love it. Okay, now this is incredible, this build. I mean, come on now, come on. So I don't know if any of you guys remember, I think it might have been mid 2010s, like around 2015, maybe there was a Tina Fey movie that came out called WTF, or Whiskey Tango Foxtrot, I think is what it was called. This song was towards the end, and I was watching this movie in the theater, very moving film, and that song came on, and I knew, you know, the outro of this and how it builds, and I was like, oh my gosh, they're going to end this movie right with that crescendo. And like, I was like almost in tears. I'm like, it's going to be so beautiful and so poignant. And they didn't do that. And I was like, man, you guys missed a golden opportunity. Let me direct this movie. Yeah, I mean, it's truly brilliant. So let me talk real quick about some of the chord stuff that's going on, because there's some really interesting things that are happening. So even if you're not a musician, hopefully you can enjoy this piece. So some of the chord structure is really weird. I love songs where it transitions from a minor to a major. And that's kind of one of the big things that they're doing. Don't get any... That's a minor. Big ideas. Major. Yeah. And then up. See, that's the interesting. So it's like a G, what's it? G sharp, minor, major, and then an A. Like that's a really weird. I don't know of any other song that does that set of chords, but it's so brilliant and it works so well. Don't get any big ideas. They're not gonna happen. Brilliant. All right, so I wanted to talk a little bit about that outro. So it's kind of doing the verse chords with that really beautiful. And then I said it changes chords but not melody. Oh, come on. And then I love this little turnaround too. And then it does this real quick A minor. And now the big crescendo at the end, which I think is some of the most brilliant chords, does that quick A minor. So it's kind of doing this walk down from a C to a G to an A minor 7, 6, and then resolving back to the E. And that is pure brilliance. Well done, Radiohead. Hope you've enjoyed this video. Thanks so much for watching. What are you guys still doing here? Scroll on to the next video. I'm just kidding. Thank you guys for being awesome and watching all the way to the end. There's going to be a reward for you in just a few minutes where I'm going to share the outtakes and bloopers from the video that you just watched. But first, I wanted to let you know, please send me your requests of songs that you want to hear. Let me know what song and what style, and I'll add it to my to-do list. If you throw me a Venmo tip along with that request, I will be sure to get it done as quickly as possible. And if you throw me a generous Venmo tip, I'll even throw in a shout out for you. So thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Now on to me screwing things up. I didn't mess up again. One take. You can just call me One Take Nate. Don't call me that because that's really stupid.